I'm Saturday hauling for you guys today, and I'm going to go ahead and start off with a repurchase, and this is from Peach & Lily. It's their Glass Skin Veil Mist Hydrate and Glow, and this is primarily my face spray for in the summertime. I'm almost out of the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Mist as well, which I've been through several of those too, but this one here is just a little less hydrating than the Watermelon Glow Mist, so I really like to use it, especially in the humid months in the summertime. So I just finish all my makeup, and then I put a nice like even spritz all over my face, and it just kind of ties all my makeup together and also gives my drier skin type a bit of hydration, and it doesn't break me out or do anything funny. And I also feel like it doesn't sit on top of the skin. It's one of those face mists that I feel actually kind of penetrates the skin. I've tried a lot of them that just kind of sit on the skin and almost make my skin feel a little bit drier than had I not originally put it on. The Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Mist and the Peach & Lily one are two that do not do that. I use the Glow Recipe one a ton during those really dry months, but I'm almost out of this one here, so I went ahead and got another one. I think I've got about this much left, and I do need to repurchase the Glow Recipe one as well, but this is again is the one that I primarily use in the summertime, which is right now. So I got another one of these guys. It comes in a glass bottle, 100 milliliters, 3.38 fluid ounces, and it's made in Korea. I believe Peach & Lily is a Korean skincare brand. The mist on the Glow Recipe is finer. That is one of the finest face mist sprays that I've ever tried. This one's a little bit stronger, not as fine, but it's all right. I just kind of stand a little bit further back from the sprayer and kind of tilt back so it kind of falls on my face or whatever, and it works out fine like that. But just a face mist that I absolutely love. And then I also got the Telescopic Lift Length, Lift and Volume Mascara from L'Oreal in the shade Stellar Blue. So I repurchased the full size of the black because I find that the formulation of this mascara is really similar to the Maybelline Sky High, but the brush kind of combs out the lashes a little bit better. I do kind of 3 coats to get the same volume as the Maybelline one, and I believe that's because the brush on the L'Oreal is a little bit more firm, so it combs out better. And this one here, it just lasts longer. So anyway, I repurchased this in a black, I think it was 2 videos ago, and they came out with colors. There's I think a purple burgundy one, and they were sold out of that one in the store, but they had the Stellar Blue. So I picked up this one right here, and I love this. I've been wearing it every single day since I got it. So it's actually the mascara that I've got on today as well, and it's probably going to be more difficult to see it through the camera lens, but I put on the normal amount that I do with the black version of it. And then I've also got a really pretty kind of deep navy that matches this super well too. It's Diadem from ColourPop, their liquid liner. And then after I put my lashes on, I just kind of wiggled it at the base and then slightly coated those as well. Granted, the lashes are black, so it's a little bit harder to really see the blue on it, but on my natural lashes, which are a very light shade of brown, it does stick out, but it's not overly blue. It's just this really nice hint of navy that I think is super flattering. It looks brighter to me on the wand than when it actually sets down on the lashes. And I will be getting, whether I order it online or end up finding it in the store, I'm going to get the other version or the other color of this as well. Like I said, it looks like a purple burgundy shade. I just love it, and the formulation of this again is really, really great. It volumizes, it lengthens. I don't get like flaking or smudging with it. It's just a really good mascara, and they didn't overdo it with the blue, so it's not too bright that it's not going to be definitive. And again, I've got it on my actual lashes, and I also kind of took it onto the falsies as well, and it's going to be again hard to see through the lens, but I really love it. I just think it's wonderful. Great shade, great formula, really good product. So that's the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift mascara in Stellar Blue right there. I'm hoping, it doesn't say limited edition, and I'm hoping that it's not, because this is something that I'll repurchase as well. I also got one of the new LA Girl Shade Shifter Duochrome eyeshadows. This guy's got 0.04 ounces of product, or 1.2 grams, and this one here is made in China, and I believe there are 4 different shades of this particular shadow available. I kind of gravitated towards the one that seemed the most interesting to me, which is GES 248 Aura, A-U-R-A. And I originally thought that because there was this little divot in the compact that it was going to come out and be magnetized, but it's not. It's like glued in there, so I'm not sure why that is there. But it's a really pretty color, and it almost, I feel like it wants to be a multi-chrome. but it's just a very interesting color. So if it were a multi-chrome, it's just a subtle multi-chrome. So duochrome maybe fits a little bit, but well, maybe not. Maybe it is slightly multi-chrome. It looks kind of purple and gray, and then every so much I get a little hint of like a greeny aspect, like kind of right there. It's just a very interesting color, and it's got a metallic finish. It's got great pigmentation. It's super smooth. It's just a really nice product from LA Girl. They should totally expand on the range. And that's from LA Girl. It's the shade Aura right there. Try to get a little bit more multifacet going on there for you. And that is one of their Shade Shifter Duochrome eyeshadows. Maybe they didn't want to put multi-chrome in there because, again, the multi-chrome isn't super strong. But I do kind of feel like sometimes I see 3 shades in there, you know. But really pretty shade there from LA Girl. I also grabbed 2 lip products from Kylie Cosmetics. They redid their cream lipsticks, and then they also came out with these tinted butter balms. So I got one of each. The lipstick has got 0.12 ounces or 3.5 grams in it, and it is made in Italy. And the shade that I got is One for the Books. This is what the packaging looks like right here, the box, and then the actual packaging, it's like a pink. This has got a nice weight to it, but the packaging itself is a really lightweight plastic. So I really thought, based off of the weight, that it was going to be magnetized, but it's not. So the weight is in the bottom of the lipstick container, so it does click on like that, which it would have felt a lot fancier had it magnetized and the weight came kind of from the magnets. But anyway, again, this is One for the Books. The lipstick formula is really nice. I think that they should expand on the shade range. I would love some lighter nudes because, again, the formula is really nice. So this is One for the Books. And they also came out with a range of matte lipsticks as well. But this one here is the cream formula in One for the Books. And I don't really get any kind of fragrance or scent from the lipstick. But it's kind of a really pretty medium tone warm nude on me. And then I got one of the tinted butter balms, and this guy here's got 0.08 ounces or 2.4 grams of product, and this one is made in Korea, and this feels much more like a nourishing formula. The other one feels really nice as well. There's nothing like drying or anything like that on the lips, but this one does feel balmy for sure, which is in the title, Tinted Butter Balm. It's one of those packagings that like twist up one click and you can't bring it back down because the formula is so soft it has to kind of stay encased in here. And I think if you were outside in like really hot weather and left it in your car, I think it might melt. It's one of those type of ones, similar to like the Makeup by Mario lip butters kind of ish. And this is actually the lipstick that I've got on my lips today. It's in the shade Love That For You. So again, here's the packaging, and then the actual packaging is again a pretty lightweight plastic click style. And then here is your lip butter. And funnily enough, I didn't realize this till I got these home. These are like the same color, very similar, if not the same color, in different formulas. So this one feels just a little bit more like a nourishing lip balm in comparison to the lipstick, and it's got more shine to it. And I like both of them, but they are very similar. I didn't realize that. I guess maybe Love That For You, the lip butter balm, maybe just a teeny bit of pink in it, but not by much, you know. So I do have that on with a gloss, so not all of the shine is coming from the lip butter, but I do really like this product. Again, I hope that they come out with more like light nude shades or light nudie pink shades. Those would be kind of right up my alley. Those are the 2 lightest shades in both of those ranges of lip products, were these 2 right here. I also grabbed another one of the NYX Ultimate color palettes. The first one that I got was Vintage Jean Baby. This guy right here, I hauled it a couple weeks ago. And the formulation of these new palettes is really nice. So this guy here is made in China, and there is a total of the eye pigments. It says 13 times 0.02, and then the face pigments, which probably are the ones that stain, because some of those like red and orange shades do leave a little bit of a staining. Those are probably considered the face pigments. Those are 0.02 ounces as well, so not a ton for each one that you're getting, but the formula is really nice. And there is a diagram on the back that shows which ones are the face pigments, and they are those red and orange shades, and that would be kind of because of staining. I didn't get any irritation or anything like that, and I did feel like the like slight bit of staining that I got. I felt like most in particular was this shade. It was very, very minor. This palette is really, really nice. I've worn it quite a few times. I think I might have even covered almost every shade in here. Just a really lovely formula from NYX. There's one other palette in this same range, but it's like some really bright colors that didn't really appeal to me as much as this one and the Vintage Jean Baby one. Did I tell you the name of this one? This one is Paradise Shock. And then these next 4 here. These are getting up there a little bit in price. I think they were $20. Granted, you can use one of the Ulta coupons on them, like, because it's a drugstore product. But it is getting up there, but the quality's really nice at the same time, so. And this is a standalone for me. I wasn't so sure it would be at first, but this shade up here has got a really pretty light enough reflect, as does that one right there, so I can definitely get away with this as a standalone palette. I think I need to re-swatch this peach because I had some turquoise on my arm there, but it's a really pretty color. Very little fallout with these as well. Like super, super pretty shimmers. And then this bottom row. So those are the swatches of the NYX Ultimate Paradise Shock color palette right there. You guys a little bit closer. I also grabbed a pair of false lashes from Kiss, and this is from their Lash Couture range, which I really like this range of lash. I feel like they feel like super luxe, like mink kind of lashes. They're not mink lashes, but they feel very luxurious at a more affordable price. And they came out with a new style in the Masterpiece range, the one-of-a-kind luxe lash, and that's in the style Cruise. I just have the packaging because these are actually the lashes that I've got on my eyes today, and when I was putting them on and kind of working with them and stuff, they have such a high quality feel to them. Like, they reminded me of the Lily Lashes Mykonos, so I really like these. I was looking at them in the store and I was like, I don't recall this style in this original range. I think there were 3 styles originally, and then I seen the new in the corner and I was like, ha, it is a new style. Anyway, this is such a really nice lash. I've got several of the Pret-a-Porter ones as well. That's like a lighter, wispier version, but still super pretty on. So I've got these on, and I did put some of that blue mascara kind of over them, and they're just a really pretty, again, affordable lash with great quality. So I got this guy right here. I also grabbed one of the new Juvia's Place Blushed Rouge blush duos, and this is in volume 6. This is what the box packaging looks like right here, and this has got a total of 0.59 ounces of product across 2 shades, so you're getting a ton of product. And this is also made in the PRC. So again, that's the box packaging, and I have been wearing this blush since I got it, so since Tuesday. And it is the blush that I've got on my cheeks right now as well, and it's just a really beautiful mix of oranges. I've really been into orange blushes, like kind of vibrant orange blushes, and then a super sparkly iridescent kind of greeny gold highlighter. This one, again, I think I've worn this highlight palette in all of my last like 5 or 6 videos, is the Blend Bunny Noctilucent palette is what I've got on for a highlighter. But I've been loving orange blush lately, so I got this guy, and it's very, very pretty. There are slight sparkles in this darker orange, and then this shade is a matte, and primarily I've been mixing the two with just a dash more of the orange, and it's just a really pretty shade of blush. There was a pink there too, and after I got this one, I was kind of regretting not grabbing that pink as well, because I really like this. So I don't know, I might go get the other one. I think they launched 2, or no, like 3 duos when they originally came out, but they kind of extended the range. So again, this one here is the Blushed by Juvia's Blushed Rouge in volume 6, and it is a cardboard magnetic closure packaging right there. And again, this is the blush I've got on my cheeks today as well. Also from Juvia's place, I grabbed their new Culture 2 eyeshadow palette. It is this guy right here. This is also made in the PRC, and there's a total of 45 grams or 1.58 ounces of product across 30 shades in here. And when I seen this online, I didn't really think anything of it. It's when I seen it in store, I was like, wow, those are some really pretty colors and like a really interesting color story. So I picked it up, and I'm super glad that I have, because I've been wearing this about as much as the blush. The NYX palette, this one, and that blush, I think I've worn for the past week. So that's kind of all I've been wearing. And again, this color story is super, super pretty. There are 2 shades in here that are like multi-chromes, which are these 2 right here. They border multi-chrome. I shouldn't say they're the most vibrant of multi-chromes in terms of the multi-chrome aspect, although the shades themselves are vibrant. They're very, very smooth and metallic. And then you've got some really pretty interesting duochromes in here. They are a little stiff pressed, so I use a flat shader and just kind of poke my brush in there till I work up some of the product, and then pick it up on the flat shader and then go over my CoverGirl foundation base that I like to use. And this is actually the eyeshadow palette that I've got on my eyes today, and it's a standalone for me, and I've really been enjoying the looks that have come out of here. I've worn at least 2/3 of the palette. I do get staining from these shades though, so like these purples, oranges, this really deep burgundy, those ones do leave a noticeable kind of redness on my eyelid when I wash them off, so just to make note of that, that they do stain. But let's give you guys some swatches. I like about this one, I think the original one had smaller pans. This one's got the nice standard round pan, which I like better than those really, really large ones, and I like better than those really, really tiny ones. There's something about this that's just more like aesthetically pleasing to me for whatever reason. So let's go ahead and give you guys some swatches. Yeah, look at this. Does that not look like a, I don't know, what do they charge for a multi-chrome shadow nowadays? $24 or something like that. And I want to say this was like, was it $30 maybe? But really, really great palette, and affordable for what you're getting as well. Did I mention this is what I've got on my eyes today? I think I did. Like, I don't know, you can kind of see a little bit of that green. And then these next ones, and then these guys. And then these guys. I'm gonna run out of armor. I'm gonna have to go on the side here. And then these next ones. And then this last one. But yeah, other than those, some of them shimmers just being a little hard pressed and having to kind of wiggle your brush in there, this is a really great palette. Okay, I know you guys are looking at that. It's so shiny. So again, that is the new Juvia's Place Culture 2 palette right there. And that's everything that I got in that I purchased this week. I did get in some really lovely PR packages, and this first one is from Sonia G and Beautylish, which I'm ever so grateful for. They sent me over Sonia G's new Fundamental Face Series brushes. So they are her brushes from her original launch where they had the larger handles with her logo on the bottom, which I absolutely love those brushes as well. So they recently kind of redid them, relaunched, revamped them with different handles and one new brush as well, and they are so pretty. And considering this is the face series, I'm thinking there's going to be an eye series as well, which I'm super stoked about. I use a Sonia G brush every single day. Her quality is on par with Hakuhodo, Chikuhodo, Kyudo. They're just amazingly handcrafted, handmade Japanese makeup brushes. And Sonia G, she has what I would refer to as a makeup kind of museum, and she just is a connoisseur when it comes to Japanese food. And then I'm just going to read what it says on the site here. It says the Fundamentals Face Series, 6 essential multitasking face tools featuring the highest quality materials and craftsmanship to bronze, blush, highlight, sculpt, and set, which I feel like that's exactly what this brush set is. And then behind the design, the new series features an updated aesthetic both in finish and shape. The handles are designed with a sloping silhouette, accentuating the delicate yet durable walnut wood, finished without lacquer so you can see the grain and feel the wood, and they do feel absolutely beautiful in the hands as well. And then it says what's new. The new and improved series features 4 updated brushes from the original Fundamentals, 1 re-edition from the now discontinued mini Kiyaki set, and 1 brand new never before seen brush. Almost 6 years later, some of the very first Fundamentals are back with updated materials and craftsmanship techniques along with a brand new brush. So that is what it says on the website. So these first 3 are fan brushes. We have got the Fan M right here, so you can see they're all pinched. This one is even on both sides of the brush, and you can see the width right there. Very soft. You can get like really precise because of the flat nature, or you can push a little bit harder to really kind of blend out as well. This one here I just kind of used to take down some shine. The other ones I really kind of used with some face products. So since I'm sweating like crazy right now, let's just put some with this brush, some powder. This is an essence powder. Oh gosh, you guys, I'm sweating. So these lights when it's this hot outside. So that's kind of just how I've used this one thus far, but these type of brushes again are very versatile. You can use them for contouring, you can use them for blush placement or highlighter. Again, you can just push a little bit harder and you get the bristles will kind of disperse and buff, you know. And then the larger one, I actually used this one for bronzer today, and this is the Fan L brush. So in comparison to the Fan M, it's larger and a little bit more dense. So you can see it's a bit thicker right there. And then we have got the Fan A brush, which I used with the Anastasia Beverly Hills stick highlighter as a base for the Noctilucent palette highlighter that I have on, and it worked great like that. So this one here is actually a little bit slanted. It's not even on both sides. It's got a little bit shorter bristle on this side as opposed to this side, but the width is primarily the same on them. And this is the Fan A brush. It is just a tiny bit smaller than the Fan M as well. So here are the 3 fan brushes, so you can see. And these new handles, they aren't as wide on the bottom. As you can see, they bevel downwards. They'll sit in like the holders really well. And then this is what they look like from the side. And you can also purchase these individually as well, which is awesome. So they're not just available in the set, you can get the individual brushes too. So again, we've got Fan L, Fan M, and then this guy right here is Fan A. And then here are the other 3 brushes that have come out. This center brush right here called the Worker L, this guy, is the new brush, which this is the type of brush that is good for setting concealer, it's good for applying highlighter, it's good for really precision contouring, it's good for taking down shine in really particular spots. It's just a really versatile brush. It's one of those kinds that I don't mind having extras of, you know, because it's so versatile. So this is the new one, and this is circular all the way around. You can kind of see. And I used it today with the powder highlighter on my cheeks, and it was just really precise, and also because it's so soft and still fluffy, it blends out really nice while placing product well too. And then we have got the soft buffer brush. I actually use this, which is smaller than what I usually use, but I use this for my Guerlain meteorites today, and I kind of enjoyed being able to really get in the nooks and crannies of my face with the meteorites as opposed to the larger brushes that I typically use, because you could really kind of buff inside like by your nose and stuff like that. So that's how I use this, and it worked great for that. This is another one that's circular all the way around. And then the last one is the classic cheek brush right here, and I use this for blush, and it's got a longer bristle to it. So like with the pigmented Juvia's Place blush that I used earlier, it'll wisp it on, but you push a little bit harder and it's going to blend it out really well too. So here is the new Fundamental Face Series brush set from Sonia G, and a massive thank you to Beautylish and Sonia G for sending me over this latest launch. They're stunning brushes. And then Catrice sent me over a PR package. They came out with some new liquid highlighters, and then also, as I'm dropping things, also an under eye brightener. And the liquid highlighters are $6 each, and the under eye brightener is $6. There's a mirror in here as well as a pair of sunnies too, which I thought was quite cute. I just noticed by looking at the card that there was a plumping primer as well, and I didn't see it in the box, but there's like all these little golden like packing worms or whatever. It was like in there. I would accidentally threw that away had I not seen that on the card. So there is the Smoother Plumping Primer Concentrate with vegan collagen. It says smooths, plumps, and creates a luminous base for makeup. Contains vegan collagen, glycerin, and niacinamide. 0.5 fluid ounces of product, and this guy is made in Spain. I don't typically use a primer, but it sounds interesting. And then there are 3 all over glow tints, and it says lightweight tints for cheek, eye, and lip. Provides a natural dewy glow with vitamin C, niacinamide, and panthenol, and available in 3 shades. These are really nice little travel friendly bottles. They're a half an ounce each, and I actually use this kind of how I use the Auric Glow Lust, and I mix a little dollop of it in with my foundation just to give a little bit of luminosity and extra hydration to it, and I think that they work really nice like that. So let me swatch the shades. We've got number 030 Sun Dip, which is the golden one. Whoa, I squeezed out way too much. It's not runny per se, but it is more fluidy type product. So I'll put a dollop on here going downward. So Sun Dip is on top, and then we'll follow it by 020 Keep Blushing, which is the pink, which is the one that I had used when I mixed it in with my foundation. And then the 010 shade is Beaming Diamond, which is a lighter champagne compared to the Sun one. So you can kind of see the consistency right there, and for $6, super affordable. They feel nice. I haven't used them by themselves on the skin. I've just used them as kind of mixing again in with foundations. You can kind of see right there what they look like. They've got a nice, really pretty shine to them. I think that maybe they're a little bit more shiny in comparison to the Glow Lust. Actually, let's find out. Let's put a dollop of the Morganite underneath here. So here's Morganite from Auric. Yeah, these definitely have got more shine to them in comparison to the Glow Lust from Auric. And in comparison to the Lottie London ones that I hauled, I think it was last week, these don't set down quite as much as the Lottie London ones. They feel, again, a little bit more slippy or more hydrating or more like a skincare style product. So those are the all over glow tints, and it's really nice to see an affordable brand doing something like that. And then there's also this under eye brightener, Instant Awake, 0.14 ounces of product, and this one is made in Poland. It is in a glass jar, and I was really excited when I opened this up because it appears to be the pink in a corrector that I've always wanted. So there's the one, I've got one from NARS. I've tried the Becca one. There's one from Lottie London as well, but that's just a much lighter coverage, and it's a little bit peachy pink in comparison to this one. I feel like I really want to say that this is the best pink under eye corrector in a pot that I have tried. I've been wearing it consistently all week, so I'll like pat it out, and if I want a little extra brightness, I'll either use the Huda Cherry Blossom powder for some brightness, or either just a little bit lighter concealer over the top of it and kind of like layer like a corrector. But the consistency of this is beautiful. It blends out great. It feels really nice underneath the eyes. It's got this nice kind of hydrating texture. It's pink, like I like. You guys know how I like that pink texture. So those are actually, you know, veins that I have on my wrist here. So let's do a little bit of correcting. Impressive, right? It feels hydrating. It's got nice coverage. It doesn't look cakey. It's a really nice product, and for $6, I don't think that you can go wrong if you're looking for a pink, like an actual pink corrector, in trying this guy out. It's a really nice product. Again, that is the Catrice Under Eye Brightener right there. I've tried a lot of under eye brighteners, and this is a good one. And a huge thank you to Catrice for sending over those products. And then I got a massive box from City Beauty, and I had heard about City Beauty for quite a while from other influencers online, and then they reached out to me and asked to send over some products, and I was really interested in the lip products because I had heard really good things about them. So I'll kind of talk about the products that they sent over and my thoughts on them. And there's only one product that I didn't use, and it's the Multi-Action Sculpting Cream. It says sculpts the appearance of thinning, sagging skin anywhere on the face, jawline, and neck. It's a 1.69 fluid ounce jar packaging, and this one here, I don't really see on the packaging where it's made. It just says distributed by City Beauty LLC, Woodland Hills, California. So I'm not sure where it's made, but the reason why I haven't used this yet is the top 10 ingredients. It's got hydrogenated vegetable oil, and that scares me as an acne prone individual. Granted, it sounds very hydrating, but I'm nervous to use it. So if you've tried this, I'd love to know your opinions on it for sensitive acne prone skin. This does have a fragrance to it. It's not like overbearingly strong, but it is in there and you can smell it. But I'm a little scared to put it on my face because of the hydrogenated vegetable oil. So that's the Multi-Action Sculpting Cream. I'll brave up one of these days and just do it, or somebody give me your opinion if you've tried it. And then there's also the Invisa Crepe Body Balm. It says reduces the look of crepey skin on the body for a younger look and feel. 5 fluid ounce tub, and it just says the same thing on this packaging. I don't see necessarily where it's made. It's just distributed by on the packaging. So this is the jar, and I have used this on the back of my hands for whatever reason, probably from the sun, but I put sunscreen on the back of my hands when I go outside, like every single day. But I think the sunscreen and this combination of the sunscreen and the sun kind of gets my hands dry, so I'd been using it on the back of my hands. It's a very thick body butter style product. I don't use a lot of body butters other than to put them on my hands, whether it's the winter or the summertime. It does have a fragrance to it, kind of like a skincare style fragrance, and you can definitely smell it, but it's not like super overbearing or anything like that. So that's the Invisa Crepe Body Balm right there. And this is like a soft matte packaging. One of the products that I was super excited about is the City Lips Night Oil Plump and Nourish. Nourishes, exfoliates, and plumps the look of lips overnight. Botanic Volumizer Plankton Extract. 0.23 fluid ounces or 6.8 milliliters. Free from parabens, mineral oil, phthalates, and sulfates. This one also doesn't say exactly where it's made, but it came in this box with its own little kind of pillow cushion sitting in there like that. So I really have liked this. When I've been using it, I've been putting it on and then putting a thicker like seal-in style product over the top, and I've really been enjoying it like that. This is what the oil looks like. It's kind of it has a yellow hue to it, and it has like this slight pepperminty smell to it, and it does give a little bit of a sensation on the lips, which was kind of surprising to me given that it's a night oil. But it's not overbearing, or it doesn't sting for me or anything like that, and it does feel super nice on the lips. And this is a product I'll continue to use till it's used up. And it also says the manufacturing date on the packaging. It says 123. So I do like that as well. And then the applicator is like a silicone with these little like soft little nibs on it. So that is the City Lips Night Oil right there. I guess there is another product that I didn't use. This is the Line Blurring Wrinkle Filler, and I put it on the back of my hands because it was a formulation that I was thinking it was going to be, which is a silicone based formula. Again, it's not something that I don't typically use a lot of primers or line fillers or anything like that. But this says smooth and blur targeted formula, instantly blurs imperfections and smooths the look of wrinkles. Peptides, soft focus powders. It says 0.25 fluid ounces or 7.5 milliliters. Same made in information on the packaging. Or not made in, formulated in, I don't know where it was made because it doesn't say, but this is what the packaging looks like. Same soft matte texture, and then here is your applicator. So for like what it's worth, I wonder, I'm trying to see if you can, if I put a little dollop on the back of my hand and I kind of blur it out, if you can see like a mattifying blurring effect from it. I've got pretty good lighting, so maybe you will be able to. A little bit, maybe. It's right there. It smells kind of just like skincare. But that guy is, again, the Line Blurring Wrinkle Filler. And then there's also this Beyond Mascara, Nourish and Volumize Buildable Mascara for Younger Looking Lashes, Biotin and Plant Extracts. 0.3 fluid ounces of product in this guy, and I've tried this a couple different times. I've tried it as kind of a base coat and then layered other products over the top of it, but the formula, it does definitely feel like a hydrating formula, and for that reason I found it very, very difficult to try to build up. And then when I would layer more volumizing or longer mascara over the top of it, this as the base, it just kind of weighed them down a little bit. So I think that has to do with the treatment. It says a volumizing treatment mascara. If you like a really natural lash or you're trying to really condition your lashes, you might like this. I haven't used it long enough to be able to tell you, like, you know, wow, I've got these spectacular lashes, because I always kind of feel like my natural lashes just always look the same like, you know, without mascara. So anyway, I wasn't able to build it up to how I would like it, and I tried like putting a coat on, letting it fully dry, and going in with another coat, letting it fully dry, and that was how I got the best results. But it also took me quite a bit of time. I wasn't able to just go back and forth between each lash for a couple coats to get that volume, you know. It's got a natural bristle style brush to it. But yeah, for a treatment, I'd have to use it, probably use it enough times to use it up and see if I noticed a difference or not. But as a mascara as a whole, I wasn't crazy about that one. And then lastly is the City Lips Hydrate and Nourish Visibly Smooths Lip Lines, Enhances Volume, Hyaluronic Acid Spheres, Oligopeptides. I don't know what those are. Plumping lip gloss. It's this guy right here. This also has just the slightest bit of sensation. Hardly noticeable at all, especially in comparison to some of the plumpers that are out there. This has got 0.6 fluid ounces of product, and this is the gloss that I was referencing that I had on with the Kylie lip butter product. And the gloss itself is so shiny. There aren't any like sparkles or anything like mica or anything like that in here. It's just a clear gloss. It's definitely a thicker formula, and it is pretty sticky. So it's not like a gloss and oil hybrid that has that slip to it. It's definitely a stickier type of gloss. But with that being said, I think that's what makes it stay on and look so shiny. Like, I've had just this same first application of gloss on for, I want to say like 2 or 3 hours. And for a gloss, that's pretty long for it to be on the lips, you know? So it's got great longevity to it, and a really amazing shine without any shimmer. It's got this slight bit of maybe minty type of scent to it, but it's not a lot. And then there's the doe foot applicator. But it is so shiny. Like, I like to put some on, you know, when I'm like filming and stuff, but really I don't need to, because there's still quite a bit still on. So this is a really nice lip gloss, but you do keep in mind it is quite thick and a bit of a stickier formula compared to the newer versions of glosses that have been coming out nowadays. So that guy there is the City Lips Plumping Lip Gloss right there, and I do have that on with that Kylie Cosmetics lipstick. And a huge thank you to City Beauty for sending me over those products. And that is actually everything that I have for my haul today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I will see you guys later. Bye.